Yo, what's going on, guys? And there's this rumor going on or being perpetuated that the Hawks could trade both Trae Young and Dejounte Murray and just restart everything with the number one pick. I think it's dumb, but they're basically saying, like, a new regime, new everybody, maybe just start with the board fresh and get as many assets as you can.
Now, personally, do I think that's the right move before we get into today's video? No. And because some people are going to be like, well, they only made one Eastern Conference Finals. Well, I'm going to respond. They made it to one Eastern Conference Finals in the first 6 years of Trae Young's career. That's pretty good. Okay, most teams would kill for that. And I just don't think there's a reason. And I understand what's crazy is that I know some people could say that Trae Young has plateaued in terms of scoring and efficiency wise, as his efficiency numbers have been at 43% from the field and like 35% from three ever since that 21 to 22 season when he played he put up 46% on 38% from three, and also went out and averaged like 28 points and made NBA third team. So that is something that people need to understand, is that yes, he hasn't been that super efficient dude that he was in his second season or in his fourth season. I guess in his second season he wasn't as efficient, but you know what I mean. So I look at this scenario, I look at everything, and I think, all right, why would they do this? Again, it's because it's a new regime. So this is coming from Bill Simmons, Bill Simmons knows nothing. Bill Simmons is just a fan that got famous. Now it remains unclear how the Hawks will be proceeding, but according to NBA analyst Bill Simmons, the answers become more clear. Speaking on his Impetus podcast, Simmons revealed that a few of his sources within the Hawks organization, more than likely than not, are going to move from both Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. Quote, this is the thing I keep hearing from people, is that if I was an over of one on FanDuel, Trae and Murray getting traded, and that's the over one, and you could bet under, push, or over, that some people seem to think both of those guys are getting traded is a thing I've heard from different people that don't know each other, who know things. They said that the Hawks are just like, you know what, we got the number one pick, this didn't work, we got to the conference finals that one time, let's just try to blow this up, end quote. Bill Simmons said on the latest episode of his podcast. And I just think that's the stupidest thing ever. Why? And we know that following the combine, that several executives told Hoops Hype that they value Dejounte Murray over Trae Young due to his contract length and average annual salary. We know that the Pelicans are a team that are looking to either trade for Trae Young or Dejounte Murray. So what do you do? I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys expect and what? But I think it's an interesting situation because I think you trade one of the guys. I just think you don't find a guy like Trae Young that easy. And you're only 6 years into this. And you've only built the team around him once that worked. And that was when you had basically everyone 6'7" or above next to him. You need a 6'7" shooting guard. You need to follow the blueprint that the Warriors built with Mr. Steph Curry.